Hello and welcome to this edition of Pump the Brakes. I'm Eric Evans, joined by Blake Amrine. Today's episode, we are going to recap week number 3. There is something specific I want to open the show with, but I'm not going to tell Ham what it is because he hates talking about it. Since it's football season. We have our first ever edition of All Gas or Pump the Brakes. And we will do a little pick 5 update, or for me, it was pick 0, which is truly incredible. You can't try and go 0-5 and go 0-5.
It's just as impressive to go 0-5 as it is 5-0.
Is it not?
Yes.
Thank you.
Very impressive. Congratulations. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
And it doesn't get any better than that.
I will say this. This is my worst week of the pick 5. And it is the most money I've made on the weekend.
Yeah, to your credit, you went 0-5, and there's nothing to say because
I nailed Devontae Smith. It couldn't have been more obvious that he was going to get fed.
It's so hard to go 5-0 or 0-5. Like if I said, pick 5 games wrong, you wouldn't do it.
Of course not.
But once again, to your credit, you are titling yourself free fade. So
this is been known on the podcast. I'm the worst gambler on the planet.
Yep. The people should have won money.
Yep. Hashtag free fades.
Yep.
And then obviously it's Mailbag Monday.
Yep.
Sunday fun day ends. We roll right into Mailbag Monday.
Yep.
I do want to start again. I know you don't like talking this, but we will probably never see this again.
Maybe not.
So Pujols hit his 700th home run, and there was nothing this baseball season outside of the Phillies winning the World Series that I was rooting for more than Pujols getting enough playing time and actually hitting 700 home runs. So I don't know if you saw the clip, but Dave Roberts acted like he was still a Dodger and got all excited when he hit that home run, and then kind of brought it in and collected himself a little bit better. God, it's so fucking awesome. I'm so happy that he put the stink of the last couple years in LA behind him, got out of that dumpster fire in Anaheim, and hit 700 at, I know he was in LA and wasn't at home, but as a Cardinal, that's so fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's football season. I don't care.
Oh, Jesus. It's 700 home runs. How do you not care?
I mean, there's no way that this guy, after the All-Star break, just started cranking bombs left and right. I think they juiced the balls they threw to him. I think he was taking PEDs, and I think pitchers were grooving him pitches. I don't think he just magically, after the All-Star break, found the fountain of youth out of nowhere. Give me a break. Baseball needed a good feel-good story. There it is.
And I'm all for it.
Sure.
Everybody should take PEDs. They should.
I could not agree more. Yeah. Great, but I just don't care.
You're an idiot.
I think Mike Trout's a better hitter, so I don't care.
If Mike Trout's a better hitter today, Mike Trout's career is not better than Pujols' career.
Well, of course not. He's 26, 28 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so claiming Mike Trout is better than 42-year-old Albert Pujols. Yes, you are correct.
You were what are you, just a stat guy? No. If Trout plays 5 more years at this level, he will undoubtedly be better than Pujols.
Trout could have retired 5 years and is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yes, I'm on board.
His prime is going to be better than Pujols. I'm sorry. I don't care if he only hits 40 home runs. It doesn't matter. Trout's doing things that nobody does. It's unbelievable.
He's unbelievable.
And by the way, he's on maybe the worst organization in professional sports.
Yeah, the same organization that Pujols was on for the last decade.
I mean, yeah, his prime was in St. Louis.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
So one of the guys on WIP, which is a radio network in Philadelphia, he tweeted out his top 5 right-handed hitters of all time. And I agree with all 5, not necessarily the order.
Okay.
But he had Pujols 1, which I don't think I agree with that. I think he's 2. Okay. So he had Pujols, A-Rod, who I would probably put 1 since I think he's the second best player of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Trout at 3. Miguel Cabrera at 4, and Manny Ramirez at 5.
Okay. A lot of recency bias on that list.
Well, he defined in his watching. He's like 32 years old, so he's like from when I've watched baseball. Because you could probably put Hank Aaron up there, but
Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Roger Hornsby.
Never seen them play baseball.
Yeah. Well,
so he did specify that. Since
I think A-Rod's the greatest right-handed hitter of all time as of now. I think Trout will eventually take that title over. But yeah, I think A-Rod's the best.
God, man, but what Pujols has been.
I don't care if he takes 100 steroids. Everybody's taking steroids.
Pujols has never struck out 100 times in a Major League Baseball season. I just realized that today.
Yeah, he's good. There's no doubt about it. He'll be a 99.9% Hall of Fame vote because some one idiot will not vote for him for whatever reason on God's green earth.
The Baseball Hall of Fame is such a fucking joke.
It's so stupid.
So I wanted to leave the show with that.
Okay.
Big ups to Pujols.
Go baseball.
Baseball history. One love.
Yeah.
Week 3 recap.
Yep.
For the 14th week in a row, you had a good weekend.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ride this heater until it crashes. I don't know. The only play I missed all weekend was that Notre Dame North Carolina under, and I missed it by a mile. But hit another big teaser on the NFL on Sunday. I hit. I don't even know. I've lost. I haven't won so many bets. I don't even know. I know I got a miracle. I got a miracle in A&M, that field goal for Arkansas.
Yep,
that, by the way, never happens for me. I went and checked my ticket to make sure I accidentally didn't click Arkansas.
Oh, well, speaking of, if you want to talk about an accidental bet, so I've been on the Iowa unders.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up Sunday, went to go look at the slate, see what I was going to do for football, and I saw that my account balance was in the green, and I said, well, how could that be?
How could that be? You bet Iowa under.
Exactly. I went 2-1. I had A&M.
Yep. Miracle. TCU.
That was we got a little sketchy, but that was basically
it was a blowout.
And I checked my tickets, and my dumbass accidentally clicked the Iowa over because when that Iowa kicker came out for that 51 fucking yard field goal, and the total was already at 34, I was like, surely he's going to just kick this right down the dick. Of course, the Iowa kicker is going to make a 51-yard field goal because it always works against us.
Yep.
That won me money. Yeah. What a blessing. What a blessing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when Arkansas hit that kick off the upright and it didn't bounce in and it bounced out, I literally logged on to make sure I clicked A&M. I was honestly shocked. I was shocked. I mean, I don't know what to say. The luck I've had here lately has just been pretty good.
All right, so here's what we are going to do. We are going to go live Sunday mornings.
Okay.
And to be respectful to you and the money that is just coming in. And I hate this. I hate this more than anything in sports gambling. We will use the term unit so nobody knows exactly what we're talking about here. Units. And we will give our plays units. Mason Spillman loves units.
Well, look, I'll just warn everybody that I am due to go ice cold at some point. The level I'm hitting at is not sustainable. I mean, if I had to guess, I know for sure, in my official pick 5 that I do with 40 other people, I'm 15-5. That won't continue. There's just no way. Now, I've always been a really good NFL bettor. I think I hit around almost 70% last year. I just find the NFL a little easier than college. College, too many teams, too many games.
There's too much.
Players change all the time. I mean, tough sledding in college. If I quit doing college, I think I'd be 18-2 in my official pick 5.
You are 14-6 with us.
Okay.
And you're 15-5. Where does that rank amongst?
I'm in first.
Yeah.
Long season though.
Oh yeah.
And we drop your 2 worst weeks. So if you do that, I'm 7-3, and the guy win is 9-1. But that'll level out over the years.
Yeah. Yes, it's week 3.
But yeah, I think TCU. I'm just trying TCU, A&M, and then rolled into Sunday. Had a big teaser. I took the Colts. I took the Dolphins. I took the Falcons. And then Sunday night I took the Broncos, which was another miracle. My God, that is just a bad football team.
They're bad.
They're bad. San Francisco shouldn't have lost that game. Like when they play again, if San Francisco's anything below like -4.5, I'm going to bet.
Well, they won't play again.
Do what?
They won't play again. They're in two different conferences.
That's right. Okay, you're right. That's my bad. Well, I wish they did. That'd be great.
Fun fact that I want to. So our undoubtedly worst division in football is the AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
And undoubtedly the best division in football, so we thought, was the AFC West.
Yep.
The South went 3-0 yesterday against the West.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I said it on this podcast. I love the Colts and I love the Dolphins. I mean, it is what it is.
The Jaguars beat the dog piss out of the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just fucking off right now.
It's all right.
It was Jags, Colts, and who else?
The Titans beat the Raiders.
Titans, yeah. Good
Shout
God.
out Josh Holdman.
I mean, how bad are the Raiders? How many more chances is McDaniel's going to get? Like, at some point, maybe you're just a better coordinator than you are head coach.
I mean, that happens. Listen, being head coach of the NFL is really, really fucking hard.
Yeah, go ask Nathaniel Hackett. He makes it look like it's fucking brain surgery.
All right.
Yeah, but it was a good week. Yeah, the Jags. I wasn't surprised by that either. I like the Jags catching the points. I just felt like it opened at 7, obviously because of the Herbert injury, and then he played. Right. He got to 3, and that's just a lot of value to miss out on. Not that it ended up mattering because they just boat raced them. And I tell you what, another bullet I dodged is cashing out on that Chargers Super Bowl because this looks like it's going to be a lingering thing for Herbert. And Staley said that yesterday after the game. By the way, I myself included, Staley may be overrated. He looks bad. I was down and I had it pinned to a tweet. Lombardi sucks. He's a terrible coordinator.
Yeah.
But man, Staley, you're supposed to be the defensive guy, and they hang 38 on you in your house. I mean, they look bad.
And they're just always injured. There's always. Bosa's hurt. Herbert now hurt. Derwin James is always hurt. Like they're just always.
Slater's hurt.
Allen hurt.
Slater's hurt. Allen's hurt. Derwin's hurt. Jackson missed the first couple games. Herbert's hurt.
It's worse than the Philadelphia 76ers.
It's unbelievable.
It's every year, and it's exactly why I refuse to get sucked into the Charger hype anymore.
I'm glad I cashed out on that because I don't think they have a chance. If Herbert's going to deal with that injury all year, they may not make the playoffs.
Yeah,
they're going to struggle to make the playoffs.
I was actually shocked that they let Herbert play.
From what I read, so I know there was a lot of fire about that on Twitter, but there was that doctor guy on Twitter. I forget what his name is.
Hopefully not the one that punctured Tyrod Taylor's lungs. That's not the guy I want to take notes from.
By the way. From what I understand, from what I read, is that the injury can't get worse. Like it won't get better, but like him playing will not make it worse. But the optics on you leaving your franchise quarterback out there in a drubbing, while you're down 28 and he's hurt, the optics on that are not good.
No. Especially because, listen, I understand these athletes, their mentality is different than mine. Like, they want to play ball, period.
But that's why you're the coach.
Right.
Somebody's got to be the adult in the room.
Yeah, but at halftime, buddy, you're sitting out. Like, just sit this one out. We'll just take this on the chin, and we'll move on to next week. Yeah,
from what I understand, it's not something that can – and like I said, Staley said as much after the game that this is not something that's going to get better. Like, it could be a while that this lasts. So,
yeah.
Good luck, Chargers. Good luck, Los Angeles. Good God.
Yeah, if we're pumping and dumping it, I'm dumping all Charger stock. I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my team too, but I did cash out of that Super Bowl future. The only reason I did is because the Bills just looked like a wagon, which they still do, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not down on the Bills at all.
No. So we'll just transition right into the first edition. Unless you got anything else on week 3 like that wasn't a real
Well, we're gonna talk about Buffalo and
we're gonna go into a lot of this.
The Saints stink.
It all ties together.
The Saints stink. The Vikings got a miracle, which helps my teaser out. Let's see. Just going through the list here. Broncos stink. Rams kind of stink. The Eagles are a wagon. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, Jalen may win the MVP.
Stop.
I'm just saying, we talked about him and Lamar preseason, which not like that's some big hot take, but they were both over 25-1. And I know for sure that I talked about both of them. And I mean, that's looking pretty good right now. If I was sitting on 25 to 30-1 on either one of those guys, I'd be pretty damn happy.
Buddy, I would be ecstatic.
Yeah. I mean, Jalen looks incredible. His throwing looks like
he's a different quarterback. This is not the same Jalen Hurts as last year.
By the way,
it's not the same Jalen Hurts that was at Oklahoma or Alabama. This is a new boy.
Carson Wentz, by the way, like I said, he would be terrible in this game. The only thing he didn't do was throw 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
He can't play against a good defense. It is what it is. Moving on.
Listen, this is not
if he had a pulse. If he had a pulse and there was a close game, Hurts may have thrown for 500 yards. He threw for 340 basically in the first half.
Yeah. All to Devontae Smith.
Just incredible. They look like a wagon, man. That defense is looking good. So we'll see.
That's the second or third best defense in the NFL right now.
They've gotten down to 8.5 to 9-1 in some spots for the Super Bowl. I mean, they're coming in hard.
Stop. I can't do this. I can't. I'm
just setting you up for heartbreak.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
I just don't see how that team is not built for the playoffs. Like defense, and if they need to throw it, he's proven he can throw it, and we know they can run it.
Yep.
So
now I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Okay.
Because I think I'm not saying they're the best team in the NFL. I'm saying through the first 3 weeks, they have played the best.
Yes.
Those are two different things, right? We can agree on that?
Well, I know Buffalo lost, but I know we just talked about
the stats before we came on. That. So. Yeah, Buffalo is a better football team than the Eagles. There's no doubt about that. But through 3 weeks, if we're going college football, I guess you could put Miami up there because they have the best win against Buffalo. But there's not a team that looks better
I would take
eye test than the Eagles.
I would take the Eagles over the Dolphins 10 out of 10.
100%. But again, if I'm going to use the resume college football,
a little different. It's a little different in the NFL.
Oh, it's way different. Yeah. There's a reason why they don't do that.
Like we literally, I know I said that I thought the Dolphins would beat the Bills on this very podcast because that's
we
tough.
love them plus the points.
You play a huge game on Monday night, you get a big whooping, a little short turnaround. You got to go down to Miami. It's hot, it's humid.
So here we go. We'll get into that right now. Okay. This is the first edition of All Gas or Pump the Brakes. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to give a take.
Okay.
And you are going to say all gas, you're all in for they take, or pump the brakes, it's a bad take, get out. And we are going to lead. Are you down a little bit on the Chiefs and Bills? And the reason I ask is because we said on Thursday's episode, the way that the NFL works, we have the two best teams in the league just absolutely fucking rolling into week 3. They are both on the road. They are both favorites. Like, it is just typical. You take the other side. It's just how the NFL works. Colts rolled. Well, they didn't roll, but they won. Dolphins won. It's just how football works. Are you down on these two teams at all?
No, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
If you go look at the box score, the Chiefs, the Bills win as domination, but the Chiefs is domination too. I mean, they outgained Indy 315 to 259. They averaged 5.3 yards per play, and Indy averaged 3.8. Usually that's going to translate to a pretty thorough beating. It just happens in the NFL, man. You have these sandwich games. You're on the road. That's a must-win game for Indianapolis. At home, 0-2. They can't lose that game. It just can't happen. So they're up. They're in. They're all in. I mean, you go look at the Bills-Dolphins box score. Like, I don't even know how Buffalo lost this game. 495 yards to 212. Like, that is
insane.
And they only turned the ball over once. They were 2 for 3 on third down. They were 11 for 18 on sorry, 2 for 3 on fourth down, 11 for 18 on third down. They had 31 first downs. Miami had 15, and they had the ball for 40 minutes and 40 seconds compared to 19-20 for Miami. Buddy,
How do you lose that football
that
game?
guy's game in Buffalo, if Buffalo is anything laying less than a touchdown, that one I will also be all in on Buffalo.
That doesn't make any sense how
Makes no
the Bills
sense.
lost that football game.
That is like an ad. If you showed me that stat sheet, I'd be like, Buffalo won that game by 17.
At least.
And I would be thinking that maybe I undersold.
And if I told you, Tua got knocked out for a little
bit. 21. Like that stat sheet is a whooping. And that wasn't like garbage time because they dominated the time of possession. Yeah. They had the ball the whole game. So I guess I always watch NFL on Sundays on Red Zone.
Always.
So maybe I didn't watch it. Like maybe I should go back and watch it. I have no idea how Miami won that game. I don't have a clue.
And then they had that punt in the end zone that went off.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Holy cow.
How did they still win the game?
I have no idea.
Like, oh, this game's over now. It didn't make any sense.
I have no clue, which leads me into my favorite play of the year so far, the Bengals on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Okay.
I, for the record, agree. I am not down on Buffalo or Kansas City at all. It's just
lose.
And we just talked about it on Thursday again. Like these teams are going to lose games that you don't think that they're going to lose. It fucking happens.
I had points in both games, so I'm happy.
The opposite, I mean, the stock has to be up for the Dolphins and the Eagles. Like, no,
I would say
I don't think Miami is a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
But we can't – I didn't have them in the playoffs, and, like, they're definitely in that conversation. And if they keep playing – like this, like just to hold Buffalo, like you would think Buffalo's scoring 30 a game, no matter what.
I don't know how they didn't. I really don't. Like I'll have to just go back and watch. I have no idea.
Like I know Tyreek didn't have a great game. Like statistically, again, nobody put up yards. This wasn't a good fantasy day for them.
No yards.
That offense is electric.
Yeah, I know. I think I said before when we did the preseason predictions, I'm almost certain I had Miami as a wild card team. I'll say stock not up and down, or just medium, right? I think they're good, but they're not a contender. They're. By the way, love the coach McDaniel. He is electric. It's just what I talked about last time. That is the guy that can take your quarterback and bring him to the next level. So whereas you look at Jameis down in New Orleans with Pete Carmichael, neither one of them can raise the other one.
Right.
This guy has brought Tua to a different level that Tua wasn't experiencing. And it's very simple, right? He just spreads them out and lets his guys go play football. Like, let your athletes compete in space. And it's working for him.
I will say it is pretty easy when you got Tyreek and Waddle. Like, hey,
that is true.
Just go.
True. But, they had Waddle last year.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to discredit what was going on. I'm just,
Yeah. Look. This brings me to another rant about the NFL. I am so sick of these fucking retread coaches like Lovie Smith, Bowles down in Tampa. Like I don't need to see these guys coach over and over. Like, give me some young blood like Mike McDaniel, dude. Like, he is a stud.
Yeah.
He is a stud. I don't want to see Nathaniel Hackett that was just attached to Aaron Rodgers' hips. I don't want to see Pete Carroll anymore. Like, get these guys out of the league and let these young guys coach, man. It's a different league now.
It's so different.
This ain't Lovie Smith's NFL anymore, right? Like, this ain't Pete Carroll's NFL anymore. It's a whole different league. And that shows on Sunday. Like, they stink. Nobody wants to play for them. If you're an offensive player, why am I going to go to Seattle and play for Pete Carroll when I can go to Miami and play for this guy? Like,
yeah, no, for sure.
No brainer.
All right, I got two questions on this topic still. Listen, I don't think that the Dolphins are a legit Super Bowl contender. I think they are. We thought they were both good. We both liked Tua, but now I'm seeing it.
Oh yeah,
now it's real. Do you think they are like a top 10 team in the league, or are they still a little bit below? And you don't have to give me like your rankings 1 through 10.
I'd have to really look at it and see, but I could see top 10 for Miami. But like you said, we both liked Tua before the year. I mean,
Yeah.
there was no doubt about that. And I
But
like
that was more just blind
McDaniels from
faith
San
based on
Francisco.
what I saw in college. Like I wasn't ready to give up on college Tua yet because I saw it there. Like I know what he did in college. That shit translates to the NFL. You just need the right guy to put you in positions to allow
Right.
that to translate.
Well,
And now he has that guy.
my biggest reason for buying the Dolphins preseason was McDaniels. So
Yeah. Oh, you were
he might be my favorite coach in the NFL.
You were very, very vocal about these teams with young quarterbacks with new head coaches.
Yeah, you got to get the right guy, man. It's just not fair to stick to it with Brian Flores and be like, oh, he sucks.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean? So look at Daniel Jones with Dayball now, like completely different.
It's night and day.
Not that Daniel Jones is out there lighting it up, but he's not turning it over 3 times a game.
He's a different fucking quarterback right now.
He's put him in a position to succeed, which we'll see tonight. I do have my fears about Michael Parsons just absolutely murdering Daniel Jones out
I
there.
love him so much.
Dayball, I told you this earlier, Dayball's the kind of guy that'll scheme around that, whereas a Zach Taylor doesn't know how to do that.
Right.
But yeah, Philly stock up, arrow through the roof. That was a preseason dark horse Super Bowl. Roster's incredible.
Are they the best team in the NFL?
Oh man, I mean, I wasn't expecting Jalen to play at this level. He is.
Who was?
He is elite. I mean, what he's doing right now is silly. It is. I mean, I know you don't want to jinx it or whatever.
I'm not going to say a thing. I'm not going to say a thing.
I understand. But I mean, Jesus Christ. What can you say?
I'm not going to say anything.
You know, I think that I read a stat earlier, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you follow Philadelphia football more than I do. But I think they've only scored like 2 touchdowns in the second half this year because they're just blowing people out in the first half.
Yeah, they didn't score in the second half in the Vikings game.
And they didn't score this one, did they?
I don't think so, no.
I don't think they did. I know they scored 14 against the Lions because I'm looking at it now. Let's see this week. Eagles. God dog it. That's what I'm saying, dude. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, they're beating the shit out of teams.
Last 2 times they haven't scored a touchdown in the second.
And we were a little nervous about the defense. And by we, I mean Eagles Twitter. I follow that shit closely. Right. Because the Lions ended up making that fucking week 1 game a game. But now it's like, okay, well, maybe Gannon just took, who is the defensive coordinator, maybe he just took the foot off the gas a little bit, because now we're seeing it like this defense is elite.
Or, hear me out, the Lions are a bit underrated. They gave Minnesota was damn lucky to win that game. Like, damn lucky to win that game. Like, very lucky.
If the Eagles played the Lions again, I don't think the Lions are putting up 35.
Yeah, well, but I just think they were also up. What, they were up 38 to 21 or something.
And that's what we're saying. Like, they took the foot off the gas a little bit. That's the shit that happened. All right. Oh man, they look so fucking good. Well, they look good. They look good. All right. I know before our show you said that Jalen might be your MVP, but buddy, no.
He made himself so much money this year.
God.
The Ravens are going to be absolutely kicking their own asses. They should have paid that man what he wanted, which was like $250, I think, or something like that. It's about to cost them a lot more than that.
If I'm Lamar Jackson's agent, I'm saying
who is his mother, by the way?
Do you see Russell Wilson's deal? We want way more than that.
I tell him double it.
We want way more than that fucking guy.
Yeah.
You see Deshaun Watson's deal? We want way more than that guy.
You do know that his mother is his agent, huh?
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah, his mother is his agent. Yeah, like we said, by the way, we said this on the prediction show. If you still think this guy's not a quarterback, just go outside and just slam your head against a brick wall because you're an idiot.
We're not watching the same game if you don't think this guy can play quarterback.
He is ridiculous. I mean, he is like a better version of Michael Vick.
He's literally already won an MVP.
Yep.
He has literally already led the NFL in touchdown passes.
Yep.
He currently leads the NFL in touchdown passes.
Yep.
If you don't think this guy can fucking play quarterback, stop watching football.
He's unbelievable.
He is unbelievable.
He's unbelievable. Like, there's no words. The NFL is in such a great place quarterback-wise right now.
Oh, it's so fun.
Jackson, Hurts, Herbert, Mahomes, Allen. These guys are young.
I know. We're in.
God bless.
Listen,
And that's just like, I mean, we could Burrow. I mean, we sit there and rattle them off all day.
I loved watching Peyton. I loved watching Favre. I think Aaron Rodgers is the most talented football player to ever suit up in the NFL. Brady, obviously. There are so many good young quarterbacks right now.
It's unbelievable.
How do you just not get so fucking excited to watch football on Sunday?
It's unbelievable. Deshaun, like you just hear and just rattle them off all day.
And you know the worst fucking part about it is in 2 months we have to watch these guys fucking throw 12 passes because they're in these shit stadiums that don't have fucking roofs, and we got to watch these snowballs.
Football, baby.
Stupid. I don't want to watch that. Save that for high school. I want to watch Lamar throw 30 times. I want to watch Brady throw 40 times. I don't want to watch this fucking shit in weather. I don't want to watch rain games. I don't want to watch snowballs. I want to watch these guys fucking air it out in domes all the time.
By the way, here's a guy we left off the list. I'd love to hear what you think about this because I think his arrow is pointing up. Young quarterback we didn't mention, arrow pointing up that nobody's talking about. Who do you think I'm talking about?
A young one that we didn't mention?
What do you think about Trevor Lawrence? Buddy, he's got a real coach.
Are the Jags for real?
Yeah. By the way, their defense is very good.
Very good.
Very good. So if they get good play out of Lawrence like this, look out.
Don't lose, buddy. Don't lose the game. I know you got potential to win games, but right now your job is don't lose the game.
Now, you know more about Doug Peterson than me, but I'm going to assume that any coach that can bring Nick Foles to the Super Bowl win, I mean.
Right now, he's coach of the year.
Oh.
Hot take. Again, it's week 3. They could lose out and then obviously not. But through 3 weeks, what he's doing with that team, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Buddy, it's
not like horrible.
He's in the conversation, okay?
Well, he is actually in the conversation, yes.
The literal coach of the year is probably McDaniels in Miami.
Well, Sirianni is the favorite right now.
Is he really?
Yeah, McDaniels is 2. I wonder if Peterson's 3. Yeah, he may be.
Yeah. I meant to do this while we were on the Philly thing. What do Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa, and Daniel Jones all have in common?
Jalen, they're all undefeated.
They are all undefeated. Who would have fucking thought?
As predicted by me, Danny Dimes. What did I say? This is a Danny Dimes podcast.
This is, and we just got a text from somebody. I don't know if you text this.
I saw that. Yeah.
Danny Dimes, 0-8 in primetime games.
Well, guess what, buddy?
Oh, you don't like to see that.
You know who his coach was?
Well,
Joe Judge.
This is true. He's a new man.
And Ben McAdoo. Give me a break.
Yeah. Jaguars look fucking good.
Yeah.
They look good. I would love
another case of putting the right coach with the right quarterback. Trevor Lawrence didn't get to the pro football and just stink all of a sudden. The dude's good. He's good. He can spin it. Peterson's obviously a good coach. So, yeah, I think the arrow is pointing up for the Jags for sure. I mean, how could you not, you know?
Yeah. If you're a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, you're very, very, very pleased.
By the way, in probably the most winnable division in football.
Yeah. I would be shocked if they're not the favorite. If you're giving me plus money on the Jags to win that division, I'm taking it.
Okay. I imagine the Colts are still the favorite, but yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. You're going to give me Jags plus money just to be better than the Colts. Yeah, I'm in. I'll do that. Yeah.
I need to check my Miracle Division winner parlay because it's looking okay. It's looking not bad. It's looking not bad. I hope I didn't have the 49ers instead of the Rams. I'll have to go look.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that would cripple it.
That would be devastating.
Well, and it may be because I was really high on Trey Lance.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Can we stop with this Jimmy G stuff? Can we please? Can we please stop with the Jimmy G? They're better with Jimmy G than Trey. Just stop. Yeah, Jimmy G stinks. Just stop. That's enough.
Yeah, no, he would. Garoppolo.
God dog it, I got the Niners and I got the Chargers, so that's cooked.
Oh yeah, throw that ticket away.
I only put $50 on it. 50 made like $100,000 though.
That's fucking insane. Which is way less than what's been coming in. Pick 5 update. You ready?
Yep.
Do you know how you did this week for us?
4-1, huh?
Oh, yeah.
4-1? Okay.
A solid 4-1. Do you know what
Was Virginia Tech my loss?
Yeah.
Fuck. I have
They
got
got-
to stop. I'm done. I am done with college.
They got fucking shit house.
Oh, they got trounced. Next time I say college game, just say no and let's move on.
And then just move on. All right. So I'm going to recap what I did. And again, actually pretty impressive.
It is very
We're being
impressive.
completely honest.
Yeah.
Chiefs minus 6.5.
Hated
it. I know. But let me tell you something. Like I said, I went 0-5 in my pick fives.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you to Devontae Smith.
I won.
This was my best week of betting in a long time, which
he completely bailed you out.
I didn't win that much money, but I haven't won a bet in years, it felt like. And if the Chiefs had just won outright, I would have had a much better day. I didn't even have the 6.5. I just win the fucking football game.
Win the game. Had a chance.
Oh, yeah. Missed field goal, missed extra point, of course. Texans plus 2.5, lost by 3, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The under 40 in that game, I think that last second field goal gave them 43, so I lost on that.
Yep.
Bucks -1, just win the fucking game. Got boat raced. That game was not as close as the score indicates.
I love the Packers in that one.
You did?
I actually had the Packers.
Iowa Rutgers under 34. Whatever. I'll take that loss because I actually won because I made the wrong bet. So whatever. That is a loss I will take. Virginia Tech plus 2.5 loss for you. You had the Rams -2.5, won. Indy plus 6.5, won outright.
Yep.
Panthers plus 2.5, won outright.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons plus 1.5, won outright.
Mm-hmm.
Have a day.
Yeah.
Have a day.
Suck. The Seahawks suck. The Saints ought to not be favored over anybody on the road.
Buddy, let me tell you, you want to do where I was right, where I was wrong, right? All those Saints tickets?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can throw those away.
See ya.
Yeah. I wasn't incredibly high on the Saints, but God, I thought they were better than this.
Well, I mean, listen, the defense is still very good.
Yeah.
There's playmakers all over that offense.
Once again,
I don't know what is going on with Winston.
I can tell you exactly what's going on with him. Sean Payton can bring Jameis Winston from right here to right here. Pete Carmichael can take Jameis Winston from right here and do nothing. Because Carmichael is
maybe lower him a little bit.
They cannot. Neither one can take the other to the next level.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And while Peyton's here, he can bring Jameis from here to here. Carmichael and Jameis, they're on the same level. They can't.
That is going to be something that I'm going to be very conscious about going forward with this stuff, because why it wasn't more clear prior, 5 years ago, but it couldn't be more obvious right now.
And what's funny, man, if Peyton was still with the Saints, this offense has got players. Olave had a great game yesterday. Thomas has been playing good. You still have Kamara. The line's decent. Just Carmichael cannot elevate Jameis. Jameis can't elevate him. It's just not a good match. So Dennis Allen will either figure that out or he'll get fired. Yeah. It's that simple. You can either figure it out or you can be Vic Fangio. Win 8-9 games a year because the defense is really good and you're a good defensive coach. If that's what you want to do, you're probably going to get shit canned.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about this Rodgers-Brady game at all? Since this is probably the last time we'll see them face each other.
What a stinker.
Two of the best ever. I think the two best ever. Yeah, horrible. Now, granted, of the top 12 wide receivers on the team, 12, 11, 10, 9 played. Nobody else did.
Well, look, the Bucs are catching the break with the Saints stuff because their offense is in a lot of trouble.
It is.
Their line sucks. It's bad. I know they have a lot of injuries, but my God.
Right. There's an excuse. They have all of these injuries, but holy shit, their offense is awful right now.
I don't know. I don't know what their plan is going forward.
I don't know, but the defense, they've given up 27 points in 3 games, and I don't care.
Defense is filthy.
It's unbelievable. That's ridiculous.
I think Brady would have retired if his defense wasn't that good. If they had an average defense, I think he would have retired. I think that he thought their defense was so good, which it is.
It is.
They could win a Super Bowl with that defense, which they still can.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're definitely not.
I mean, listen, when they're healthy, you get Mike Evans and Godwin healthy and Julio back.
Yeah,
like,
but they're going to do something with that line.
They will be fine.
Yeah.
But so far, they have looked horrible.
Well, their offense is pathetic. Their offense is as bad as New Orleans is.
Oof.
It is. Truly. I mean, it's horrible.
It is. Oh, all right. I'll do this. Shout out Stephen Rowland. The University of Miami fucking sucks. Yeah. Tyler Van Dyke is horrible. Mm-hmm. That team is horrible. Mario Cristobal sucks.
Well, Cristobal is so overrated. That's why I didn't bet Van Dyke to win the Heisman. I've watched him at Oregon.
I mean, listen, 40-1. Steve was dogging me about that. I'm like, buddy, sorry, my 40-1 ticket.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, fuck off.
Stephen Rowland's an idiot. You can't dog somebody for a 40-1 pick. But Miami stinks.
But I did have them in the playoff and winning the ACC. So you want to dog me on that? Fine, I'll take it on the chin. They're fucking horrible.
They're bad.
You can't lose at home to Middle Tennessee State. And they really got blown out. Again, that score was not as close as the game was. That's a whiff on me.
But I never understood the Cristobal hype. Like I never got, dude, when they were linking him to LSU, I was like, please God, no. Dude, like where is the hype at for this guy?
I don't know.
I get it's FIU. He was horrible at FIU. Oregon, not much better. They won a Rose Bowl. Like, okay.
Hey, here's the fun fact.
Pretty sure that's the year they had Justin Herbert. Like, yeah. Okay.
If you are a head coach at Oregon, you're not really a good head coach because whenever you go somewhere else, you're not very good. Well, Willie Taggart stinks. Cristobal stinks. Chip Kelly stinks.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking work.
Like, just look at this time at Oregon, 9-4. They played in the Red Box Bowl.
Woo! Did they win?
They won. They actually won the Red Box Bowl.
You won a Red Box Bowl.
Huge Red Box Bowl win. I mean, hang the banner, put them up. Oregon football's back. Like, Jesus Christ. So the next year they go 12-2, and they win the Rose Bowl. They had Justin Herbert. Then you had the COVID season. They went 4-3, and then his last year they went 10-3 and played in the Alamo Bowl. So he was overall, if you don't count his time in Miami, he's 62-60. Like everybody's like, this guy's bringing the U back. Like, what are you talking about? He sucks.
Yeah, well,
like I was like, if he comes to LSU, I may be out. Like, good God, please no.
Well, shame on me.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Florida State sucks too, though. So.
Buddy, Jordan Travis is a pro. He's gonna get drafted.
You've lost your mind.
He's not a starter, but he will 100% get drafted.
Bro. Good God. I hope they get fucking murdered by Wake Forest. I mean, look, their schedule's so fucking sad. The ACC is such a bad conference.
The ACC sucks so fucking bad.
God. Could you imagine waking up having to watch that shit every Saturday?
No, I can't.
Well, they think Wake Forest is a good football team. Dude, Wake Forest came to the SEC, they'd go 4-8.
Do people think Wake Forest is actually a good football team?
Top 25 team?
Well, I saw that, but geez.
I know Hartman's decent, but I mean, dude, like the level of skill athletes is just not even comparable. Go ask Brian Kelly the level of skill difference between the skill players at Notre Dame and the skill players at LSU.
I know I didn't put it in the notes because we're way more pro than college. Is there anything else that happened on Saturday you want to?
Florida. I love Florida. They backdoor cover. What a miracle that was.
Yeah.
Tennessee's defense.
We loved the over in that game.
Yeah. LSU goes on the road to play a bad Auburn team. Always tough for us to win at Jordan O'Hare for whatever reason. I could definitely see us losing that game, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But I just found out today that the fucking Tennessee game is going to be an 11 a.m. game in Death Valley, which just sucks. CBS has an infatuation with just taking the highest-ranked team on the board. So then the ESPN gets second pick, and their second pick is always for the morning game. Of course, they picked what's going to be the best game, LSU-Tennessee, and CBS will have Georgia-Auburn. Georgia will beat Auburn by 35 points, maybe.
At least.
Depends on if they're awake or not.
I thought that game was in Knoxville.
No, it's in Baton Rouge. Yeah, sucks. I can't wait for the SEC to get out of this CBS contract. Can't wait.
That game's in 2 weeks?
Yep, not this week, but next week.
Interesting. I'm just saying, it's a little interesting. I'm just saying.
That's a game LSU can definitely win because Tennessee's defense sucks. And our defense, while probably not tested just quite yet to the level of competition I'd like to see, our defense is good. I mean, I know it was New Mexico, but you give up 2 first downs to anybody the whole game.
That's impressive.
That's pretty impressive.
That is.
I mean,
there's certain stats where, like, I don't care who you're playing. Like, that's nuts.
2 first downs the entire game.
I didn't know they did that. That's
288 yards. That means you just didn't quit the whole game. You just stayed on it. Like, so we'll see.
And you would think, what they win, 38-0?
38-0.
You would think in the fourth quarter you kind of just whatever. Just get whatever.
There's a video of Brian Kelly telling him before the game that he wanted to shut out. That dude's he is gonna do some unbelievable things at LSU. Like, LSU is gonna be back 100%.
And then
the way we adjust now is like nothing I've seen at LSU football since Nicholas Saban was here. It's just we actually have a coach. Like, we have a coach.
Yeah. Did Butte not play?
Huh?
Is he like done?
Who?
Butte?
He was girlfriend had a baby.
Oh.
Yeah. He's done nothing this year anyway.
No, I know. Well, when I looked at
Kelly, let me tell you,
literally did nothing, and I was.
These people that are like, "Oh, Kelly's not a Colt," dude, shut the fuck up. This dude is elite. Elite. Yeah, I'm sorry he couldn't win the big one at Notre Dame, where you got to recruit a guy with a 3.8 GPA and a 30 ACT to play fucking wide receiver. Well, guess what? That ain't how it works in the Southeastern Conference. That ain't how it works at LSU. We got dogs all over the field. He's already getting top 3 recruiting classes. Like, we're back.
Oh boy.
We are back. I am demanding and declaring on this podcast, LSU football is back. Perhaps not this year, perhaps not even the next year.
Okay.
But the following year.
I was going to say, you got to pump the brakes a little bit.
I am pumping them, but
it's a process, man. In college, it's a fucking process, man.
It takes time. You got to change the culture. You got to rebuild the roster. It takes time.
Yeah.
Year 3, this team is going to be rocking and rolling.
All right, here
Mark my words.
We are going to do this backroads read, and we are going to hop into the mailbag. We're already almost a fucking hour in. My God, how did that happen?
Just happens.
I guess so. Today's episode is brought to you by the premier clothing brand choice for any outdoor enthusiast, Backroads Apparel. Whether you chase the migration, live life at full draw, or just enjoy going to the camp to crack cold ones with friends and family, Backroads has a design that fits your lifestyle. Represent the brand that prides themselves on being authentic and original. Head over to backroadsapparel.com and grab your gear today. Be sure to use promo code PTB during checkout to receive 10% off of your entire order. Again, that's backroadsapparel.com, promo code PTB. All right, it is Mailbag Monday. Where do we want to start? We will start with Jacob Dees, of course. Okay. Is Eric still coming for the Bama game? Fucking right, buddy.
I feel like you get asked this every week.
He's coming. Yes, I'm going. Okay. Bucket list item number 1. I will be. I just want to say on the record.
Okay. Don't nobody take this, go crazy. I do not expect this to happen. I do not expect this to happen. But LSU, Auburn, Tennessee, Florida, and Ole Miss. And they're going to that game 7-1. It's going to be fucking electric in Baton Rouge. Like, it's going to be electric. Full disclosure, I think LSU loses at Auburn this week. Auburn is awful, but we have, for whatever reason, we have problems playing in that stadium. Probably the loudest SEC. I've been to almost every SEC stadium. Probably the loudest besides LSU. Jordan O'Hare gets rocking. But we win that one. Somehow we beat Tennessee at home. You get Florida on the road, and you clip Ole Miss at home. Hell, LSU might be in the top 10. Could be a top 10 matchup. Dude, you would have beat Tennessee, who's going to be a top 10 team, and Ole Miss, who probably would be flirting with the top 10 as long as they
Okay, well, let's specify if they do all of that, okay.
which I do not think is going to happen for the record.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that your experience would be like it would go from like
yes, I would rather
5,
than
6
be
to 8, 9, 10.
I would rather than be 7-1
Yes.
than 4-4.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
would.
Okay. Well, let's
But,
hope. For hope. Let's hope for hope.
Yes, let's hope for hope. And
I personally think that Tennessee is a very winnable game for LSU. If that happens, you got to go to the swamp. I'm ready to see our defense against an SEC. Like, dude, Mississippi State's got a good offense, and we just did whatever we wanted with them on defense. We just did it. So we'll see. Let's just keep a little tracker.
Okay.
Maybe the bottom of the screen, 4-1 if we beat Auburn. We'll just go from there.
Understood.
You're going to have a completely different experience, whereas if LSU's 5-3, 4-4 compared to their 7-1. I mean, it's going to be nice.
Oh God, yeah. Oh man, I can't wait.
Who knows? That maybe CBS even flexes that into their primetime spot, and then you got LSU Bama at night in Tiger Stadium.
Oh, I'm sure that's going to be the night game anyway.
Not if LSU's not doing well.
Well,
they'll flex Bama A&M, I'm sure. They can only do it once a year.
All right.
Then moving on.
We'll
be there next.
Part of that, though, because we just talked about this in the chat, none of us are really tailgaters. I'm 100% tailgating for that game. I have
to. Maybe I'll go out there.
I mean, come on, you have to.
I'll think about it.
All right, that's fine.
It's just a hassle. You'll see.
It's a hassle. It's a headache. It fucking sucks. But I'm doing it.
Well, you got to do it.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm doing it 1,000 times.
Deez has also asked, where do I have the Eagles in my power rankings? I am basing this on the first 3 weeks of the NFL season. And based on what I've seen in the first 3 weeks, they are the best team in the NFL.
Woo!
I don't think they are going to win the Super Bowl. I'm not even telling you they're going to represent the NFC.
Fortune hot takes.
I'm telling you through week 3, that is the most complete team in the NFL.
Jesus.
And, that's not even the hot take. The hot take is that I don't even think that's a hot take.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have them any lower than 3.
Yes. Again, if
Bills, Chiefs, Eagles in some kind of order.
If they played the Bills would be favored. If they played the Chiefs would be favored. I understand all that. But
if they played the Chiefs at home, I don't know that they would be favored. The Chiefs, that is. I think the Eagles may be like a -1, -2.
Okay, that's fine.
It would be close. It would be very close.
Through 3 weeks, that's the best team I've seen.
Okay.
So far.
I mean, like I said, I wouldn't have them any lower than 3.
All right. We'll skip that one for now. Kevin, our man, is Rush Hour 2 better than Rush Hour? No, it is not. The original Rush Hour is elite.
They all stink.
This is from Josh Holdman. If you could create a player and the mission was to make him worse than Jameis Winston, how would you do it?
Just go sign Carson Wentz from the Commanders.
See, I knew you were going to say that, and I was going to say you just create Russell Wilson.
God bless. By the way, he looks horrible. He missed some just wide open throws. Good God.
God, he is terrible. Bad.
And the one beautiful ball he threw to Judy dropped. So
yeah,
that's just not a good football team. So,
which is crazy because they got talent everywhere.
Except on the sideline wearing the headset. Well, he may be the worst coach in the history of the NFL. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that. He is horrible.
How they're 2-1, I don't know.
I have no idea. How they won last night is just anybody's guess.
Kevin also asked, why does App State hate me? I don't have a clue. I don't know what you're referring to.
I guess I'm sure he lost like a 47-game parlay or something. App State. That's a rough team to be hated by. I didn't think they hated anybody.
I didn't think so. I thought they've been playing well this year.
They lost to James Madison. I actually like James Madison. I say I like people I follow like James Madison. I don't know anything about James Madison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way to preface that.
Right.
Kevin also asked, Captain Crunch or Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I'm 33. I don't eat cereal, Kevin. That's why you eat A1 with your steak and wash it down with a glass of milk. You're still worried about what fucking cereal you want. No disrespect to your mother if she's listening.
The correct answer is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay. Do they taste different?
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay.
Captain Crunch is like berries and stuff. Cinnamon Toast
well,
Crunch.
I've had Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh yeah, if you didn't poo-poo the cereal rankings,
Yeah.
that would have been my number one.
Have you ever had a Cinnamon Toast Crunch shot?
Yeah, they're disgusting.
What do you mean?
It's Fireball. It's awful.
You just said that you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, though.
The fake cinnamon and real cinnamon are not the same thing.
Okay.
Fireball and cinnamon that you put on toast
Understood.
couldn't be more opposite.
What if you ate your Captain Crunch and instead of using milk, you used Fireball?
No, I would never. I would drink milk.
That's a great would you rather. Would you rather drink it with Fireball or drink it with milk?
No, I would. Milk and cereal is fine. I would rather drink a glass of milk than a shot of Fireball.
Wow.
No doubt.
So why do you like milk with cereal? That doesn't make any sense.
Because it just has a different taste.
No, it tastes
doesn't taste like milk. It tastes like the cereal. Like
Whatever.
chocolate milk is fine. Strawberry milk is fine.
Strawberry milk. Good.
I mean, I haven't had one in a decade,
That's
but
what my nephews asked for strawberry milk.
it's adorable.
Yeah, they're 6 and 9.
Kevin also wants to know if I'm going to travel to Norwood to escape the hurricane. And as of right now, no, I'm just going to hunker down. Me and Mom are going to the liquor store tomorrow. And
Let me just tell you from experience, just don't run out. As long as you don't run out of alcohol, you'll be okay. You can run out of food. You can go like a week without food. You can't go that long without alcohol.
No.
Which, by the way, there's no need for you to evacuate because I evacuate because I can't live without air conditioner. You keep your apartment at 80, so it'll probably actually be cooler.
I truly don't know why you keep saying that. My apartment is on 70 all the time.
It was never below 77 the entire time I was there.
That's because
the time we got down there, it froze up.
You set the thermostat to 66. Yes, it's not.
That's what normal people do. They put it on 66
No,
when they go to sleep.
Don't.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
70.
my God.
70. There's better living conditions in Russian gulags than keeping your AC at 70.
I can assure you I'm living much better than Brittany Griner is.
Well, you won't even notice a difference if the electricity goes out. So
anyway, Mason Spillman.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Eric Evans was moving.
Well, I thought he was too, Mason.
My lease is up December 31st. I got a lot of big life decisions to make.
Okay, I'm sure he'll make them last minute like he does everything else.
No, I've been
okay
searching, been trying to figure shit out. We got a lot going on down here in Florida, man. My life just got flipped upside down. Okay. Trot, shout out Trot's Treats, wants to know if Eric Evans is in love. I'm in love
with the water wet. Is the wind blowing? Is the sun shining?
Stop.
Is there a star in the sky? Like, yeah. Some girl sneezes at him the wrong way.
No, sneezing appalls me.
She looks at him and coughs. He may fall in love. I mean, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
That's it. I'm checking. I don't think I got anything else.
Okay.
Due to Hurricane Ian, our award ceremony has got pushed back until October 6th.
That's the ultimate ball don't lie. You're not a writer. The fact that you're in this, that your mother nominates you, thank you to her, but ball don't lie, buddy. Ball don't lie. If there's any kind of justice on this earth, that hurricane will blow away the award ceremony.
Well, it's October 6th now, so we can do a podcast Thursday if, God willing, I still have Wi-Fi and my apartment's still safe.
Surely.
I mean, you would think.
Well, you won't notice a difference in climate, so good for you. I evacuate I have to have air conditioner. I can't live without it.
I can't live without electricity. Yeah, there's
no way. We're getting to the apocalypse and the zombies come. I'm just going to shoot myself because I can't live without AC.
Oh, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
I
like
don't
the
want
Walking Dead shit, I would
to.
no. I'm tapping out, buddy.
Pull it over. Sure, they have great air conditioner in heaven.
Yeah.
God forbid I make it.
People ask me, "Do you want to go camping?" I say, "Yeah." What hotel are we staying at?
Exactly.
Not going camping, you
Camping.
psychos.
Pay to sleep outside. Okay. Do that in my backyard.
I had somebody tell me one time, "Yeah, I went camping. I slept like a king." I said, "Buddy, you slept outside on the ground. No, you did not sleep like a king. That's fucking miserable.
Miserable.
You got bugs and critters crawling all around you. Fuck
Hard pass from me.
that." Are you in for Sunday mornings?
Yeah, more than likely.
Okay. All right.
I can probably do that.
You know, it can honestly be like a quick little 15-minute thing. We'll just go live.
Yeah.
Keep it posted.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
We'll just look at the boards with clear eyes and
full hearts.
Oh yeah.
Can't lose.
You got anything else?
Nope. Passed tonight, so I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, you want to talk about that game at all?
I mean, it was just a pass for me.
Yeah.
If I had to pick, gun to my head, I'd take the Giants. But
Yeah.
I mean,
this is going to be a stinker, I think.
Yeah, but I think it's like 7 of their last 8 games have gone over or something. Some crazy number. That's why I cashed out of that under, because I was like, wait, hold on.
How did you?
Well, what makes me fearful of this under is these quarterbacks turning it over in positive field position.
Yeah.
And so that'll kill your under right there. So I just took a pass. I took everything I was going to bet and throw on the Bengals money line for Thursday.
Look at you being responsible.
That's right. Sometimes the best bet is no bet.
Because I honestly feel like, I don't know, 6 months ago, Ham would not have taken
this. Was going to be – I was going to force the play, but I decided not to. Honestly, God, if I was going to bet anything tonight, like with confidence, I'd bet Zeke under 2.5 receptions. That would be my official play. But I personally don't like betting props. Just not something I enjoy.
I love props, and I suck at it. I suck at everything.
Especially unders, because, like, that's just 3 dinks and you're done.
Right.
But he never touches the ball. He's been targeted twice all year, so he's got 2 catches.
I like Parsons to get at least 1 sack.
I mean, Mike, you would think. But Daboll's the kind of coach that can scheme around him. But Parsons might be the best defensive player not named Aaron Donald in the league.
Yeah.
He may be better than Donald. I don't know. Like, he's unbelievable.
No, I'd probably still put TJ Watt above him.
Well,
he's right there. They're in the same tier. He's right there. He's unreal.
Yeah, he's so good. And I can just foresee him coming on the backside of Daniel Jones and just fumble. And all of a sudden they got the ball on the 5 and your under is just cooked.
Done. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
All right. We will this podcast, if you share the post that I put and we get 25 shares.
Yep.
And you send a screenshot.
Yep.
That you have given a 5-star rating and you leave a review and you include that in the comment box.
Yep.
We get 25 people to do it.
Yep.
We are giving out $100. A free $100 to take 45 seconds.
We didn't do good this week.
No, well, it was for this specific post.
Okay.
The post that will be right here.
All right.
I should have led with that probably.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Go Giants.